Resuming debate, the honourable member for Peterborough Court.
Here, here, here.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Cassie. She was a daughter, a sister, a friend. She met the intersection of mental illness and addiction, and the system failed her. Cassie's lifeless body was discovered at a local music store in my riding of Peterborough Kawartha on Election Day, September 20th, 2021. Cassie was one of 17 people a day in Canada who die from opioid poisonings. She tried to get help, her family tried to get her help, but it wasn't there. Let's talk about the stats. In my riding of Peterborough Kawartha, from March 2020 to December 2021, 75 people, including Cassie, died from an opioid poisoning, and 25 people died from COVID. How is our opioid crisis not a state of emergency? Our hospital in Peterborough has double the opioid death rate as the rest of the province. Double. We also have the highest unemployment rate in Canada and a housing crisis. These things are not exclusive of each other. We need a national plan. We need to look at the return on investment when we delve into prevention, treatment, and recovery. Right now, we are caught on a merry-go-round. EMS respond to an overdose call. They take the patient to the already maxed out and resource-depleted ER, and the patient is released only to overdose within hours or days, and the cycle continues. I want to share this message I received from a constituent. I don't have permission from the family to share his name, so I will call him Johnny. Johnny lost his mother and father to cancer within a few years of each other, then lost his small family to a breakup. He turned to the streets. He overdosed and was hospitalized for a bit. He overdosed again last month, except this time he sat in the ER for hours without being attended to. He was apparently kicked out by security for being loud, vulgar, and argumentative. He left on foot without a coat. His body was found in a local park the next morning. He froze to death. One of my favorite quotes is from Mr. Rogers. Anything mentionable is manageable. We cannot manage what we do not acknowledge. This pandemic has magnified an already mounting crisis. People cannot manage the stress of trying to pay bills, take care of kids, and losing their jobs. Mental health is physical health. You cannot separate the two. We need to change how we talk about mental health and addiction, and we need to change how we treat it. I have a saying, education equals awareness equals change. We can be the change, but we have to acknowledge what the opioid crisis is. It is a desperate attempt to escape from both physical and mental pain. Canada needs a government that will invest in offering recovery and healing. By definition in the medical world, opioids are prescribed to manage pain, and that is what they do. But it's not always physical pain the patient needs escape from. Canada has a chance to be a leader in how we treat pain. We have a chance to change how we help people heal. It won't be easy, and it will take time, commitment, and a lot more than just money to solve this. We need a cultural and policy shift in how we provide health care, but we can do it. We are ready. There is no effective strategy dedicated to the cause of the opioid poisonings. On a given day during my campaign, I would see EMS respond up to 4 times to an overdose call in the same area. How much is that costing? Imagine if we invested this money spent on resources to solve the problem rather than to react to the problem. We need to invest in complete wraparound services. We need innovative treatment and recovery healing centers that don't just manage the addiction, but look at the cause and manage trauma. We need to invest in the research to learn why someone turns to opioids. We need to evaluate how and when doctors are prescribing opioids. With the right intervention and strategy, Cassie and Johnny could have been more than another statistic.